Hi everyone. We are excited to announce the support for AWR Viewer in Oracle Cloud Infrastructure Database Management Service for on-premises Oracle databases. AWR Viewer allows you to visualize AWR data for a database being monitored by Oracle Database Management Cloud Service and use it as a central repository to import and visualize AWR data from other databases. By default, AWR snapshots are taken every hour and retained for a period of 8 days. The snapshot interval determines the frequency at which snapshots are captured and stored. A smaller snapshot interval increases the frequency, which in turn increases the volume of data collected and stored by AWR. The historical data retention determines how long AWR data is retained before being purged. Obviously, a longer retention period increases the space required by AWR data. As a performance analyst, you can rely on the Performance Hub to visualize the performance trend of an Oracle database. However, it is difficult to retain AWR data in the production database for an extended period of time. AWR Viewer is a solution that provides the ability to retain AWR data for longer periods of time, perform an offline analysis, compare AWR data against similar database, and so on. So in short, AWR Viewer is an integration of performance and data visualization tools which displays the historical performance data from AWR snapshots in easy-to-interpret charts. The AWR features include Top Activity, which displays the performance trend of the database with capabilities to filter by various hash dimensions, top SQLs, and top wait events. Metrics categorizes and displays system metric values from DBA sys metric history, such as average active sessions, metrics about CPU, I/O, network logons, etc. Load profile categorizes and displays historical system statistics information in DBA systat and DBA systime model. Wait events displays the top 10 wait events sorted by wait time. Database parameters displays all the database parameters that were changed within the snapshot range and corresponding change history. We'll have a short demo of this feature now. I'm in the fleet summary page, and within the fleet summary, I can navigate to a database of my interest. In this case, I'm choosing this particular database, which is an 18C database. Navigate to the summary page of the managed database, and on the top section, you would see buttons for Performance Hub and AWR Viewer. We are looking at AWR Viewer. Launch AWR Viewer. By default, it selects the database in the context that we came in from, which is the 18C database. And it also selects the time range from the selected time zone, which is UTC by default. You can also switch to the browser time zone or the time zone of the database, which essentially happens to be an UTC time zone. And it selects the time window automatically. If you want to change the time window, you can actually select the custom time range, and you can actually go back in time till the date 15th of May, as you would see the selection highlighted. By default, we are in the 23rd of May, so you would have that selection. And if you want to change your selection to the browser time zone, you would be able to see that I am in the context of May 23rd, which is 2:40 p.m. to 8:40 p.m., which is the default selection for a period of 6 hours. You would also be able to navigate to a separate database. 18C database is a central repository which holds the AWR data from multiple other databases. Another database called as the ProdCore, which is an 18C database. Some real application testing that I've done with 11G release database. So I can switch to that particular snapshot or particular database to understand the snapshot related to that particular database. Here the version is 11.204. I can select one of the snapshots, and then when I click on the show data, you would be able to launch the top activity in the context of this database, which is 11.204 database. And I could see the top activity from 5:04 a.m. to 10:40 a.m., which is browser time zone. You could also switch to the time zone of the database itself so that you have a better correlation, which is the source database that you came in from. You have ASH dimensions selected by weight class. From here, you would see that concurrency is the major problem. This is the top SQL that caused concurrency weight events. You can also switch to multiple set of different dimensions, the same set of dimensions that you've been used in the context of Performance Hub. Beyond that, you can switch to metrics tab to explore various database related metrics in terms of logons per second, IO requests, and so on and so forth. You could also use the toggle buttons here to make it in a more readable format if you would like to. You can switch to the graphical format, and the graphical format can also be a sparkline chart or a bar chart. You can switch to the sparkline chart. You can also zoom in and zoom out to a particular time of your interest. And if you would like to, you could actually restore to the default view. You can also have a download or save chart as button, by clicking on which you would be able to save this as an image for any kind of offline sharing of this file with other developers or other DBAs. You can close this chart if you're not interested. You can just close this, but you can add the chart back by choosing this metric, which is the log on per second. You can just add it back, and that would get it added here. Beyond that, you could also switch to the load profile tab, which allows me to view the time model statistics data in terms of DB time, DB CPU, background CPU, all that. Also other factors like connections, logons. If there are any exit data related metrics, you could choose them. Weight events with histograms is another important aspect that you see here. The same data that is shown in AWR can be interpreted and visualized in a much more deeper sense. And the last tab that you would see here is the database parameters tab. By default, any kind of unchanged parameters are hidden. If you unclick or choose to show all the parameters that are not changed, you would see that these parameters are not changed in this time range, but you would be able to search for any parameter of your interest. This is in a nutshell the key capabilities. Beyond that, you also have capabilities to download reports like AWR report, the SQL Health report, and the ASH report. So that would end this demo. Thank you for watching.